The grand vessel, the Albatross, her sails billowing beneath the silver-coated moon, carved her path across the midnight waves. On this night, a palpable tension hung over the ship like thick fog, for the crew whispered of the ghostly siren's call, a phenomena said to lure sailors into the watery depths with its haunting melody. Captain Elizabeth Hawkins, a spirited woman with eyes as sharp as the north wind, had sailed the seven seas and faced tempests with less fear than the tales stoked in the hearts of her men. She stood firmly at the helm, her gaze piercing through the mist towards the promise of the horizon. Among her crew was young Thomas Reed, a greenhorn sailor whose dreams of adventure had led him far from his cobblestone home. As Elizabeth's first mate, he grappled daily with the rolling sea, eager to prove his worth under her seasoned command. And tonight, under the cryptic dance of the stars, he would face his greatest test. "Captain, the men speak of sounds beneath the wind's howl." Thomas approached Elizabeth, a hint of trepidation bleeding through his fervour. Elizabeth listened. A faraway melody melded with the wind, soft, almost imperceptible, but undeniably there. "Aye, lad, I hear it too," she confessed, her voice a blend of caution and excitement. "But remember, the sea is both our mistress and our foe. We shall not fall prey to fear or fables." As the eerie song grew louder, so did the whispers among the crew. Some clutched their talismans, others murmured prayers to the sea gods. The Albatross pressed onward, slicing through the black waters as the edges of distant storm clouds loomed. Suddenly, a massive shape surged beneath the surface, its shadow sprawling across the frothy waves. The crew staggered back, eyes wide with awe and horror. The shadow soon revealed its truth. A giant humpback whale, its song a powerful hymn of the deep. Relief washed over Thomas, yet the melody persisted, its source still masked by the veil of nocturnal air. He glanced at Elizabeth, who nodded subtly, a silent decree to face the unknown. With a lantern in his hand, Thomas edged towards the bow, the music guiding his trembling steps. There, bathed in the soft lantern light and mist, stood not a ghostly apparition, but an elderly sailor, his beard as white as sea foam, his fingers dancing upon a weathered flute. The crew gathered, their fears allayed by the old man's tunes, their spirits lifted by the camaraderie the music inspired. "Who are ye, playing at such an hour?" Elizabeth inquired, her tone mixed with mirth and marvel. "Call me Jonas," he replied, his voice as textured as the rugged coastlines. "I've sailed from shores afar, with melodies collected from every harbour and homestead. Tonight, I play to calm the tempests in our hearts, if not in the heavens." The night unfolded around Jonas's flute as the Albatross sailed on. His music not only quelled the swirling dread, but bonded the crew tighter than the knots that held their sails. As dawn painted the sky with strokes of pink and gold, Elizabeth knew that the melody of this night would linger long after their journey's end. "Remember, mates," she called out as sunlight broke over the deck, dispelling the last shadows of doubt. "Though the ocean's call is one we'll always heed, it's the song in our hearts that staves off the darkest seas." The Albatross and her crew sailed onward, their course as true as the hearts that beat within their chests. Thomas, with newfound resolve, stood beside Elizabeth, ready to face whatever mysteries the seas chose to sing next.